So today our project is a 2010 Toyota Camry, and this is one of those third-party cars at the auction everybody's so afraid of, and here's why I'm not afraid of it. This car did not have a salvage title until it went to the auction. It was actually a clear title car that was towed into a shop for an arrest for having no license and no insurance, and they never picked it up, so it ends up getting a salvage title. So now we're going to have to rebuild it. This damage was on the car long before it got towed in, and that was the reason they got towed in. The headlight was out. Pulled him over, didn't have license and insurance, never came back for it. It's not a bad car, quite dirty. I'm really going to get my money's worth out of the detail on this one. It needs a little work to make it nice, but I got it cheap, so. And it's a Toyota Camry. All that steam coming out of the trunk is because there's water in the trunk. Trunk is leaking. We'll have to figure out why. We're missing one wheel and tire. The spare that's on the car. I don't know what they did with the other one. But let's fix our damage. I got a used hood for it. We already edged the hood out and primed it because it had a bunch of chips on it. So now we're just going to replace it. Pull the hood shocks off. Pull the bolts out of the hood hinge. And we'll pull the hood off. Put some rags down on the corners of the fenders so when we set our new hood down we don't scratch it. This was the hood that was in the other video. So if you guys guessed Toyota Camry, which somebody did, that's what it was for. Line up our hood bolts and bolt them in. These have shoulders so they're not adjustable. The bottoms of the hinge are where your adjustment is. So if the hinges aren't bent, it should go back together with very little adjustment. A little work on that gap. It's mostly in the fender from the headlight smashing it. So now we can put our hood shocks on. Put our washer hose on. Hood insulation. Now we're going to clean it up a little bit so we don't scare the detail guy so bad.
Oh no! Somebody lost their marbles.
Now onto the back seat.
French fry? My detail guy's gonna hate me.
Got a bag of cat food in case anyone gets hungry later. We got the grill for the bumper. It was sitting in the back seat, so we'll put that on. Cleaning supplies. Not sure why. They clearly never used them on this car. Lots of snow scrapers. Apparently they had a fear of ice and snow. Now onto the front end. Pull the bumper off. Screws didn't want to play nice, so I had to tighten them and loosen them so we didn't break them off. We'll pretend this side was easy. Pull all the splash shields down. Somebody's been here before. Not supposed to have drywall screws holding the splash shields up. Last bolt in the back of the bumper so we can get it off the fender. Disconnect the fog lights. And pull the bumper off. Pull the headlight out. Now we're going to do a little body work. We're actually going to do some body work. No Bondo, but we'll get it all straight. Just using a pry bar to push the dent out a little bit from the inside so we don't have to use the pin welder on it. I don't mind doing this. I lose interest right after this is done. Now our dent is out, but our gap is still off. I have to work the fender a little bit more. It's too far down. So now we're going to pry it up a little bit. The bracket that holds the fender is kind of squashed down. So we're just going to stretch it back out, raise the fender up a little bit. Check it again, a little closer. We're going to get that last little bit out of it, make it nice and straight. There we go. A little bit more of an adjustment on the front there to open up the gap at the bottom. I want to straighten the edge of the fender where the headlight bent it over. I got a new set of headlights. It's good to have them at this point so we can test fit everything. Make sure it all fits right. The headlight took a lot of the impact, so it kind of bent everything around it. We got our new bumper, so we can make sure everything fits. Even though the radiator support wasn't bent or none of the frame rails, some of the little brackets were, so it helps to align them, have all the parts to make sure everything's going to line up right. Headlights in a little bit at the bottom, so we're going to have to adjust it. Better to do this before you paint it than after. So we're just going to have to pull that little bracket out a bit. That should do it. I'll test fit everything again. If it looks good, send it to the body guys to do the part I don't like. Well, our gaps are nice. Now we're going to pull the rear bumper off. Got some scrapes on the quarter on the right side. All the scrapes actually wiped off. It was house paint, but It did scratch the car itself, so it started to rust on the quarter. So we're pulling the bumper off so that we can paint the quarter. And we're going to paint the bumper because it's got some scratches in it. Now we'll send it to the paint shop and body guy. Almost forgot. Got to pull that headlight out so that they can paint the fender on the driver's side. They're going to blend the hood into the fender. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.